Okay, welcome to Truth in Telecoms. This is podcast 60. Boy, we're racing through them. Johnny, how are you?
60. Wow.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
gone
great
quick.
body of content.
Yeah, I mean, look, in the last bunch of Innovators podcasts with the TAD hacks, it was really impressive. And for all you out there, you don't have time to watch it. There's some brilliant kids that are looking for internships
Yes.
in the AI space. And you should reach out to Alan, especially private AI and obviously SignalWire and all these other companies that are part of our group here and take advantage of some of these brilliant kids.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Highly innovative. And it's great when you got first and second year college students building really cool stuff that works, thanks to the SignalWire AI
and the lonely bot hat.
Yes.
That was, this guy's father got taken on a romance scam. For a year, not talking to his family. And then created a lonely bot app. For him. I mean, it's just amazing. And then obviously you saw what Alex from the world's most valuable company, YouMail, put out.
Yeah.
Well,
you predicted it. You said, it's $1 trillion valuation. Well, not valuation, but
right now, I mean, let's get into it. Let's talk about what we talked about a few weeks ago, and we didn't see this one coming.
Yeah. No. So absolutely.
I think as everybody knows, or everybody doesn't really know.
No.
And we'll get to Twilio and some of the other stuff.
Some of the fun stuff,
and fun campaign registry stuff. But look, last week they had a meeting in DC.
Yes.
Where it was a first of its kind meeting.
Yeah.
Where you had the CTIA, whose mandate is to not get messaging regulated.
Yeah.
Right? That's their mandate from the operators.
Yeah.
The operators don't care. Just don't let it get regulated, because then it becomes a complete nightmare. Yeah. Which, as we both agree, it should be regulated.
Yep.
Or you should just deploy something that works, stops it. But
self-sovereign identity, it's out there, it's a solution, it's worked, it's proven.
Yeah, look,
out there on the web. Let's just move forward with modern technology.
So this is a first of its kind meeting with FTC law enforcement, FCC law enforcement, attorney generals. That's the CTIA called, and with the industry.
Yes.
So you had campaign registry, net number, Aegis, iConnective, Tata. You had they're at the table now, Twilio. You had them all there. And look, I've got so much feedback from this.
Yeah.
I mean, on one side of it, the industry looked pretty jovial. So from again, this is I'm playing secondhand on multiple people here. Yeah. So evidently what happened is, they let some of these companies go first. Campaign, they calling Stefan Heller from the campaign registry up. He didn't even know he was being called up. He had like a Las Vegas look. He's got that Las Vegas look going, which is his look, which doesn't really, I guess, bode well for law enforcement. And it's not kind of like the look you want to go for.
Yeah.
He got up and started talking about, all the great things that they do, even though there's 78 billion spam text messages going on.
Yeah.
And that they have numbers and all these different things. But we've unraveled some stuff with them as well. And Aegis gets up there and talks about, some of the stuff that they're doing with their dollar vets. So they're 40,000 vets, $1, and they're subcontracting their vetting. Right?
Yes.
So they're subcontracting. Where is that being subcontracted to?
If it's $1 vetting, then it's
India
selling on the information. That's how it gets $1 a vet.
Yeah. So there's a lot of sketchiness there.
Yeah.
And then, Net Number comes on stage and talks about, how they're neutral. I'm not really sure how you're neutral, Net Number. You're selling data, first of all. Right? You're selling data, number one. Yeah. And you're selling to enterprise. So you're selling to your customers' customers. How are you neutral? Which is fine. Look, you guys are an important company.
Yep.
And you're also owned by Aubrey Partners, which owns the largest percentage of Link Mobility.
Yeah.
So, okay, they're not in the U.S. Okay, but they could be in like an hour. All you got to do is connect with Sinch.
Yeah.
And then I hear this Brien Jones-Lantzy gets up and makes a poke at Twilio, where he's kind of, I guess, jovially saying, "Oh, we're like Twilio, but better," and
and he's with Sinch?
He's with, oh no, this is the guy. He's with the Czar on the board of Reach, and he's with Sinch.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
What's going on there? I think Czar is working with Robert Gerstmann and G Money to remove Dario Betti because it doesn't. because look, if you think about it, the Czar went full in on G Money. G Money came back and said, "Czar, you're a liar. You guys are lying, whatever it may be." But Brien Jones-Lantzy is still on the board of Reach.
Yeah.
So what's going on there? You know what I mean? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. So somebody's a dog over there.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. It's kind of irrelevant.
I know, but it's a nice conspiracy theory.
I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. It's either that or me and you were just two idiots. Which could be the case. We got played by the whole thing, and Hoosier flew across the country to play Alan and Johnny. I don't think that happened.
No, that definitely did not happen.
You know what I mean? Something really happened over there. And from my understanding, he kind of annoyed a lot of the people in enforcement. So like I said, I've got back channel information on all sides of this.
Yeah.
And then, what happens is then Mike Rudolph from YouMail gets up. And, Twilio's talking about all the things they're doing while they're sending as much spam as they can and making money out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyhow, so you have Spam Fest 101 telling law enforcement, and law enforcement, they just want to be able to know how to get information. They months and months they wait for information. I mean, there's a lot of crime that's not just coming from different countries. There's a lot of crime within
the U.S. as well.
Four quarters of the U.S.
Yeah,
and they can't get the information. So it was pretty comical. So then I hear Mike Rudolph gets up there, puts his charts up, and as everybody's patting on the back. It was like a big victory lap. Everybody's doing all these great things, and very frustrating for a lot of law enforcement. I heard
exactly.
And he gets up and he starts putting up his charts and saying, "Okay, guys, let's look at the facts."
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
He puts that stuff up on the board there. But I think the long and the short of it is all day long affair.
Wow.
I hear Tata was sitting next to somebody that was sitting next to Stefan. I don't even think they knew they were in the same company. It was a clown show. But I think the long and the short of it is, from my understanding, the FTC and the FCC basically, because of them working with YouMail, so now there's some kind of deal with YouMail, CTIA, with the FTC and the FCC, because YouMail answers to many investigations.
Yes,
absolutely. With law enforcement and that. So from what I'm being told, and obviously I can't get Mike Rudolph on the phone, and Alex doesn't want to call back. He wants to post things we like him, but Alex, you don't want to call us back. He's going on podcasts, and look, rightfully so. They're a very important company. So YouMail right now, from my understanding, is the only thing standing between regulation and cleaning this thing up. So either we love him for it, or again, we can't get him.
Yeah,
you got to try to ping Alex. We got to get him back on.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He'll come on.
No, he's done some great posts in terms of just the magnitude of what's happening with the scams. Like an Uber driver getting killed. I mean, from a scam. It's ridiculous.
There's no question what side they're on. But I think the most important thing is the role that YouMail and Mike Rudolph, who we brag about his testimony, as he's in the middle. He's I guess
he's got the data.
He's the last window.
Yeah,
I guess before they start passing some legislation to regulate this nightmare, because it's out of control.
Correct.
The targeting scams and hundreds of thousands of people are filing complaints for $500 to $1,000.
But that's a fraction of the theft that's taking place.
But I'm saying it's the amount of people that have taken the time out to go for that type of
exactly.
So look, this is what I've heard. I mean, from all good sources that people were there, the industry, kind of backslapping each other, thinking it's a fun fest. The operators completely nervous.
Yes,
because they don't want to be regulated.
Yeah,
because then they lose tens of billions on top of the tens of billions they lose on the regulation side. God knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Yeah, I mean, Mike Rudolph, YouMail, you just became the most important company, which we said a few weeks ago anyhow, to post our podcast about, but for different reasons. So now he seems to be in the middle. And I found it funny how Net Number's telling everybody they're neutral, obviously because maybe they want to take over the registry, which, you know, we all know is it's just comical.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad situation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, you know, I had one of the partners of TCR was looking at my LinkedIn. I posted it this morning for.
I saw.
And we call him Laurel. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy, him and Soren. And he posted, he's the guy that originally told me, let's lock arms and, you know, do a walkout. He was the one that came up with that cockamamie, like, that works. Like watching way too much TV. But look, the truth is, I got a message for you guys from somebody. And the message is, you know, you act like you have the upper hand. Wait till the lawsuits get going.
Yeah.
And you will not be protected from Tata. Don't protect you for your rogue actions.
Yeah.
And when the crimes are detailed in the civil case, the DA will have a look at it. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. You're not going to be happy. You'll get dragged into court as well.
Yeah.
Tor, you may have to move back to Norway. He's a Norwegian.
Yeah.
Soren has a second home in Hungary. He can go there. And, you know, and you talk about TCR customers' data being over the dark web. The whole tech team is in China.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you just saw the recent report with the bipartisan report on the House Committee on what they're doing with fentanyl. The FBI reports on hacking.
Oh yeah. It's war on multiple fronts.
But look, we're just reporting facts here.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know where these guys are going. I mean, look, I talked to one of the board members. I mean, I understand what happened here, where at least how Mark Romeo and them tried to frame Bill, which is not even on the table right now. Because as you know, Bill is still in arbitration. The hearing. So this is all going to come out. And guys, wait till Bill Peters comes on here and you listen to Air Force Major 10,000 Sorties and the guy that founded Sinch, InfoMatch, that then became SAP. You know,
the father of SMS in the US. That's
the smartest financial mind in the industry.
Yeah.
And understanding this industry. Wait till he starts talking. Yeah. And it's going to be soon. I mean, he talked in his lawsuit, but it's going to be soon because, you know, I got a comment that when we did that thing with Czar, some people say, like, well, it sounds too fantastical. I'm like, yeah, it does. And we never really look at it that way because we're involved in it. Yeah. You know, me and you and you got dragged into it. You weren't even around. No, we didn't even know you.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. But guys, come clean. Tor, come clean, man. I hear you're a good kid from a lot of people. You know what I mean? Who did it? But let's get back into. Yeah. So that was a big event. YouMail.
Exactly.
Twilio, I advise you. Well, I don't even want to get into what you guys are involved in right now. I mean, I put out that post yesterday. You're like a corpse getting ready to get put into the grave, and everybody's looking to rip as much jewelry off you as possible. You basically flatlined. You traded 650,000 shares yesterday.
Yeah.
They're waiting for their earnings call. You know, whether it gets sold or whichever it goes, the activist investors, you got hedge fund activist investor guys now on the board.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They don't care whichever way it goes, they hedge it. Their buddies hedge it, it goes down. And my post out to some Twillians, and I got some response.
Oh, cool.
From some guys. Like, what do we do? Because the Twillians got to take this thing back.
Exactly.
You know, I think that there was a story out, if you Google General Counsel Twilio, he got paid $25 million.
Yes.
In 2023. $25 million. Now he's down to $7 million. I guess he's crying. But you have a guy who was the CEO, was a general counsel for Impossible Foods. And I listened to a podcast and I got, you're a really smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, and he has a history in antitrust. So, I mean, obviously you've got everything that we've discussed on here.
Yeah.
With Twilio and their monopolistic practices. I mean, that's exactly what they have.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think we get into the Tata post, what you posted this morning.
Yeah, from a CSP.
Why don't you get into it?
Well, it happened again. A campaign service provider sent me an email they'd received from a Tata Communication Caliera employee, pitching them on all the services offered from Tata Caliera. And the CSPs are in a really tough situation, okay? the SMS business, 10DLC business, is not what it was. They've got so many more extra costs, threats of fines, and brands that are just walking away from SMS. Plus, it's not just 10DLC. They've had all the issues with 1-800 SMS as well, because some brands were on 10DLC. It just became too difficult. They moved over to
Yeah, they may have
800.
dropped some business, but it's not going away. Not ever, not in our lifetime. It's just not. The numbers don't
hurting. And then they're seeing basically Tata stealing what they see as their business, because
trying to steal.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Tata's talking about Calera's talking about direct connects.
Yes.
You know, direct connects. You run through Sinch.
Exactly.
So you got Twilio, YSO Cineverse, Sinch, Tata Calera.
Yeah.
You see how? So they're running through the. Unless they're running it through Thorson and Tintac, because he's got a direct.
I know.
Sinch.
How?
Yeah. He doesn't tell anybody. Tiki Thorson. By the way, anybody buy him this week? You need to let me know. What's going on? Twilio, you going to buy him?
Oh,
I think Twilio might buy him just to screw me.
Well, just to shut you up.
No, I haven't even started yet. We haven't even started. We'll see how the earnings come out. We'll see how things shake out.
That's going to be
there.
interesting. Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. Look, this has got to stop. But what they're basically. I mean, I hope you post it for people to read.
Yeah.
I mean, basically telling you we own it all.
Yeah.
The Tata's flexing their muscles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the CSP was just livid. I mean, they were livid when the deal was cut, and then they started posting to their customer base.
Well, anybody in the industry would have went to them anyhow. That's just basically Tata realizing they bought a dog. Tata, you bought a dog. Calera's a dog. The campaign registry is small percentage of it, right? I mean, M-Gage is a good asset on a short code.
Absolutely,
so they definitely have directs with the short code.
That's it.
But internationally, I mean, what did you buy?
Yeah,
that thing was losing tens of millions of dollars. You didn't turn that around.
Well, it's a tough situation given the market. Absolutely. And
the great thing with $300 million
short code registry works.
They paid $300 million. Something had a market cap of $20 million.
I know.
I talked to one of the board members, as you know.
Yeah.
Laughing, and they knew about the Bill Peters. So they not only did they buy Tata, they bought the liability.
Yes,
exactly. You're talking about they bought all the farms.
Yes.
So I had somebody tell me this week, "Oh, real company, big company. Oh, you think Tata will buy us?" I'm like, they should have bought you. I don't know what they were doing.
No,
buying Calera, as you say it, Mr. Quayle. Is that like an English twist? The Calera.
I even did a project where I was looking at potential M&A, and I was talking to the CFO for the client, and the client was just, no, don't look at that particular company, Calera. He said
everybody knew except Tata.
Yeah,
it was an amazing situation. I mean, Thorson, number one on the list was Calera.
Yeah,
even ahead of Infobip, which is the last place you'd want to go. And Silvio, Infobip, you guys put out a post about political messaging, political AI. Yeah. Read the Bill Peters complaint. Why aren't you talking about some of the stuff that's already happened?
Exactly.
It's starting to annoy me. At the end of the day, if you're going to speak up, speak up.
Yeah.
They did a story in the Dallas Morning News. You couldn't tip them off on our story?
Yeah. Well, it would be nice. Yeah.
Really? Come on.
Yeah.
I'll stop
talking.
There
is a significant risk.
No, come on. At the end of the day, enough is enough.
Yep.
We all need to work together. So, look, maybe Mike Rudolph can pull out his TNID solution. I don't know. I know he's got something very similar, or maybe he can start working with Noah, who doesn't call back. Has he called you back? He's ducking me. Everybody's ducking me. I'm getting ducked except for the thousands of people giving me information on the good side.
Yeah.
And everybody out there, look, we're going to do an event in New York City end of summer.
Yeah, we're sorting out with potential sponsors
end of summer.
When the right time
end
is.
Of summer.
Absolutely.
It's going to be, good guys gone wild. We want guys to come in. We're going to talk about truths. We get so much information, and kind of we got a lot of success with this. Obviously, the innovators have taken off. We got so many innovative companies coming on. Yep. I mean, who you got coming on now? The guy from Matrix on the 24th?
That's it. Next week, we've got Matthew Hutchin back on. Really looking forward to that one because a core technology for the future of communications.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing him. Interesting because obviously they do what Wire does, which is what my boys, Scipio partners, my lovers over there invested
in. They do more than Wire, but yes, because they have something that always makes you scratch your head.
I need to know what's going on over there.
Exactly, because they have an open source project, and you always look at that.
Are they out of Germany, Matrix?
No, they're UK based.
They're UK based.
Yeah, so Matthew and Amandine, the two founders. I've known them for over a decade. I've known Matthew. They came to me at a web.
No, it's amazing. I mean, the podcast we had the other day with the Formula One.
Oh yes,
guys, you want to see some good stuff. It's we almost have too much good content, and people get lost in truth and telecoms.
Yeah.
But so it'd be nice to put a little collage with some of the just amazing innovators. And Dario, you had Robert Walking on what he's doing over there, absolutely lighting it up, and then Scroll it. I mean, Scroll is crushing it. What they're doing with the VComs and Signal Wire now. Minicelli's out there bouncing his chest on puck, and just to see how their care and what they do. These are the real geeks. These are the real guys that make things run.
Exactly.
So we're going to have an event. We're going to put it together. It's going to be in New York City. And, obviously everybody's welcome to come. You don't got to pay to play over here. There's no pay to play. It's just show up, and we're going to have a hackathon, and we're going to have a little bit different. It's going to be, good guys gone wild. You're on the side of good, come. If you're not, get lost.
Johnny will be the bouncer.
No, not me, but I've got some friends. They're uglier than me. They're the ones that are protecting me from all the threats. I guess I get a bunch of pitches, all pitches, all yes. Hilarious. It's amazing. You're telling the truth, and we're doing things right, and we're the bad guys.
I know.
It's amazing. I mean, think about how we're being how Alan Quayle, your mission, and people are like, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So Meth, I don't know what's going on with you guys. I don't want to pick on you, but there's something happening here with Czar and G Money and this Brien Jones-Lantzy. Just a great guy. I keep saying his name. His name is awesome. and look, what happened over there, Dario?
Yeah.
They give you the book. Or something happened over there. But either way, Meth's got China Mobile on the board there. Cineverse lurking around on Twilio, trying to get their hands on the rest of their money. Still waiting for them to come back and do something. Yeah. So the whole industry last week met with FTC, FCC, law enforcement, and their message to the industry and to the CTIA, because you're dealing with Mike Rudolph and YouMail and Alex, we'll give you a chance to clean this thing up. So I don't think we're getting regulated anytime soon, because that takes time. Yeah. It takes legislation. Yeah. So look, that means a lot of spam to come, and we got to try to get our hands on Rudolph, or getting him with Noah. If you can get in touch with him and see what we can do there. I mean, you saw that post yesterday about Cisco.
Yes.
I mean, when Cisco. I mean, come on, Cisco and SMS. I mean, really. I mean, we got problems if Cisco's not being able to handle this. I mean, they're the best of the best, right?
Absolutely. 100%. Cool. So
I wanted to talk more about Twilio. I mean, obviously, Sinch came up with this new organizational way that they're going to do reportings. I'm starting to see a little bit of Lumen. 20 billion in debt. Yeah. $1 billion market cap. Let's separate things. I mean, their market cap is, 30% lower than their revenue. Got to get it up.
Yeah.
But look, SMS, I've heard it from a couple of the big players, is down 20%.
Yes.
A lot of these gateway deals. And AIT is not going anywhere, guys.
No.
I mean, I sent you the stuff over. Now the guys are like putting their names on it. Like, yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
The MNOs are going to keep doing it, because they're going to keep billing, because they don't care.
Yeah. Well, it makes them meet their revenue targets. It's as simple as that. It's just revenue is driving, not customer care or sort of customer experience. So we'll see that come back when the price is right.
And after this week, me and you will be able to discuss some more on, I don't know, the issues that we're having legally. But actually they're having. Yes. We'll be able to talk more about that. But point blank, guys, we'll see. But there's some serious data privacy issues that were raised this week, and subpoenas are going out, and
but because it's a legal issue, the AG.
I just don't know how somebody doesn't go buy YouMail.
Well,
I don't
think we will see it sold before the end of the year for certain.
I mean, every company, including AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they hate them too. Another carrier got hit yesterday with cease and desist. I mean, these robocalls that are handling people, are they from you, Tata? You got caught. Are they from you, Twilio? You got caught. Are they from you, Peerless? You got caught. Are they from you, Intelligent? Well, you got caught. They're all getting a warning, but it keeps happening.
Yes.
So we haven't really gone into the robocalling thing, but it's a combination. It's just a mess.
Exactly. It's different channels. I mean, within the PSTN, that can be closed down. Full stop. There's no reason why it can't be closed down. There's always going to be the internet, and it's a different model. But again, using self-sovereign identity, you can take same technology and apply it in that space as well. So it's no reason why we can't put a significant cap on the scamming of America.
But I got to end it on one thing. I love net never going. We're neutral. Give it to us because something's going on. You guys, the registry.
We should have qualified it. We're a neutral monopoly.
Look, Tata definitely had a lawyer, a banker reach out to people.
Yeah.
Kind of went dark at it a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep.
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know, but an interesting week.
Yep.
First of its kind meeting with the CTIA, who we haven't even really got into yet.
Yeah. But anyway, I think again, every week, it's just another breaking piece.
We can't keep up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's just unreal.
But I do want to get into what Twillians need to do, and we'll see what happens here in the next week and a half. And the company stable is flatlined, and there's no buyers. Who's coming? No. Just Bird flew in. He flew out. We can't even find him. Bird, what happened to you? Bird dusted us. I think you did say, I don't like you. You like me. I don't think he likes you.
That's fair.
I think you made some kind of comment. He doesn't like our stuff anymore. He left us.
I asked some questions. That's all.
Where is he? What happened? He disappeared on us. Link just joined Meth. Sad day. I guess they had to. Actually, Link. Why? Because they had to. What do you mean? G Money says you got to join. G Money and the Czar. I think Czar is going to be the new president of Meth.
Oh,
and then I think Cloud Communications got an event this week. Yes. I'm not sure. Did you confirm they kissed the ring of TCR?
Not yet. I'm waiting until we get that document.
I heard they kissed the ring. Yeah, they're not too happy with me.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see on that one.
But guys, we're going to have a big event. It's going to be friendly. Coming in, Truth and Telecoms, hackers, techies, innovators.
Yep.
Nothing like it. Nothing like us. Nothing like TADSummit. Nothing like the community that Alan's built. Now that we're help building. And I appreciate all the listeners and the feedback and mostly nice stuff I get back.
Oh, yeah.
Except for that one guy who wanted to cry to me about owning a bunch of stock and telling me that I sound like a mental patient.
Yeah. Take your meds. Take your meds.
Yeah. He's a stock trader. I'm like, buddy, sell your stock. That's it. What do you want? what part of that sentence do you not understand? Sell.
But he can't help listening to you, even though it's like you're all over.
He's addicted.
I can't help. But
anyhow,
next
great
week,
show.
Definitely
Put some stuff out on the post, and
we'll do.
Let's get this out. And
talk
to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.